Hey everybody, Will here again. So yeah, just back on this to what I talked about last time about what I talked to the wife about what I was gonna do. Well, I did it. Well, I kind of did it. Well, I guess I went up there and there were. I don't think it was any of you guys, you folks, girls, even if there's any of you out there on this thing. I don't think it was any of you that was watching, but there were some people that was okay. Lots of other lots of other funny guys and gals and all that doing stuff. And okay, let me just say, I thought I knew what I was doing, but then it turns out just thinking you know what you're doing doesn't mean you're doing it right. So yeah, okay. So there was like a first section of like people that were good and that done stuff before, and like I mean I've done a little bit, but I don't think that counts for much. So they did that, and then there was like a break, and it was getting later at night, when people are getting tired. It was cold out too. Anyway, and there was some people I talked to them a little bit, just see what they're looking for, what they're doing. I'll tell you some. I've got a real cool guy there, but I'll talk about him later. So I was gonna do my thing, right? So I'm ready, and like I had my stuff ready and packed again, but I forgot something. I forgot something because I'm like using this mic with this thing on there, like that spit protector thing or whatever, pop protector. Not that I'm drinking any soda or anything when I'm doing this, because I mean you'd hear that noise. But I forgot to bring like I got a little one that's like kind of like a little. I don't even know where I put it now. I gotta find it next for next time. I didn't bring that little gray cup thing, black cup thing that goes on there, because it turns out this was like what they call a dirty mic show. That's like about the microphone, not like a guy named Mike. When I gets called up, and they I mean, it's easy to do it. They get my name wrong. They call me Mr. Knows It All. Because I mean, technically, I guess that's my name if you don't know the other letters and words and stuff. But I like that's always like my dad, right? So I just wanted to clarify that. But then the guy, this really cool, like I met this guy before, so that's not the guy I talking about. But this really cool guy who he likes the boss of the thing. He's like tells you what order you go on, and he also tells jokes too, so he knows what it's like to be up there. But he also like is manager. He's a manager, but like not like a jerk manager, like not a manager who doesn't know what he's doing. He's a manager who does know what he's doing, which is, I guess, that's even more rare. That's cool, and you can tell like he's having a good time when he's up there, but he's like kind of upset when he sees like the other comics not respecting other comics, or like not like standing in the way and like just getting in the way. I mean, let the audience get in the way. That's their job. The comics' ideas, I guess, I think their job is to like not get in the way of the other comics, or to help those other comics if this audience gets in their way, right? Like you can step up for your comrades in comedy. I like that, comrades in comedy. Yeah, that's a good yeah. Anyway, I'll get on that. That's another thing. Anyway, so yeah, it was tough. I did my thing, and I'm going up there, and I go up, and he introduces me and all that, and then he hands me the microphone, and I never worked like that. Like I work with this. So I just tells him where to put it. Like not like that. Like just to put it on the mic stand. And I do my whole show, and the audience is like laughing and talking and such. And then I think they're having a good time. They clap at the end, but maybe they're just being polite, right? Maybe they didn't get it. I mean, I'm hard to listen to sometimes. I'm hard to understand sometimes because I talk real fast, talk a lot about stuff, and I get distracted by stuff. But then I gets off there and I'm like, hey, in the back in the lounge, I'm like, the comedians are there, and they're like, well, I'm like first, like, what'd you think? And they're like, oh, we couldn't hear you because you need to use a mic. That's why the mic's there. It's open mic comedy. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Open mic comedy, stand up comedy. I'm like, yeah, I was standing up. I was doing the comedy. I was open up there. You're saying the mic's the most important part, all of that? I thought it was the comedy, so that's the only part I was really thinking about. And because I didn't have my little mic protector because it was a dirty mic, I just thought I could just say it out loud. I'm like, well, why didn't you guys just come in the audience and like listen there and sit in the lounge? But I guess that was to what they were doing. In all fairness, they were prepping for them to go on, so they were just checking their notes and making sure they had their stuff set up. But I guess they didn't have to think about the mic, so I was like distracted by one extra level of something, and that made me look like I didn't know it all, which is actually, now that I think about it, kind of the best joke of all. So, but that anyway, the guy I met turns out he was like a doctor guy, like a real doctor, and he had some like really funny stories about like maybe like cancer and stuff. And I was like, dude, you got to go up there, man. Like that's gonna be so dirty, Mike. They're gonna like, you're gonna give them, you're the doctor, the comedy doctor giving laughter the best medicine with like the darkest takes, because like you see what's like really inside people, where we're just like pretending to talk about it. But yeah, I hope he did well. But I had to catch the bus to get home because it was like I thought it was gonna be later than it was, and I was gonna take the night bus, and that's a nightmare, I'll tell you. But turns out I caught the regular bus. I got on the metro and got home nice and safe. And what did I do? Oh yeah, the girl had some cake waiting for me, so that it was a win-win for me. And but on after I taught this one, and the next one I do, I'm gonna tell you the jokes I did on at the Dirty Mike, but they're not dirty jokes enough to. I did do a swear, but I won't put it in this so that you guys don't have to hear it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this whole thing and listening and helping out. So if I'm out at a show that's near where you are, let me know, and then I'll invite you. Okay, take care. Bye bye.